Small mouse with a big promise. This is Lofree Touch, and if you remember Lofree, a couple of videos back I reviewed one of their keyboards. In fact, still the most expensive keyboard that I own and I reviewed in my channel. This one I really liked, but the price tag was so high that I could not recommend it to anybody. Lofree Touch mouse though, this is around $60, and I think for $60 this is a very compelling product. Hey guys, welcome back to OhioSense channel. My name is Ivan, and today we're looking at the Lofree Touch. And just like I said in the intro, this is the second product I'm reviewing from the company. Bought it from Amazon just like the other ones, and I wanted to review it. But what really attracted me to this specific model of mouse is not only the retro look and the PVT body, but actually the small screen. And this is the first time I see screens on a mouse. And I was really naturally curious, since I'm a huge fan of LED, LCD, OLED screens on peripherals and pretty much everything else. I wanted to see what kind of functionality that brings, and it really matters to you or not, or it's just a cool factor and we're just implementing screens just to have screens on different peripherals. But after using this one for a couple weeks, I have to tell you, I'm pretty impressed with this mouse. Now we're gonna go straight into the unboxing. We're gonna see what's inside the box. And just like any other Lofree product or the other Lofree products that I've seen, the retail package is very compelling. And this time, for a price tag that it's much more palatable, $60, I think it's very good, fair price. But regardless, let's jump into the unboxing. And at the end, we're gonna talk about in conclusion, what do I like about this mouse and what do I dislike or what I think they missed on adding here. So what's inside the minimalist packaging of the Lofree Touch? As you can see, super compact retail packaging, at the same time very nicely organized and very nicely designed with images of the product inside, with some useful information in the back. I love when companies do this, because if you're picking up this mouse at a retail store, you can see exactly what the features are. Some more graphics here on the inside box, and once we open it, again, very nicely organized and compact. Protection for the mouse with some foam on top of it, accessory box which is on the left side, and at the bottom we have the QC control card right here. You see September of 2024 when it passed the QC control. We have some warranty card here, and of course some user manual on both English and Chinese with some good graphics and some good information. Excellent thing to see. Now what's inside the accessory box? Here's the cable tied with some rubber, and there's no hook and loop strap here. But man, this is one of the softest and the most pliable cables I've seen in a very long time. I mean, look at this. This is not stiff at all. It can be routed around anything on your desk. It doesn't provide any resistance. It's just awesome. I like the color that it's gray. It's not your just typical black cable or white cable. The only negative I see with this cable, it's only 5 feet. So if you need longer, you're gonna have to source yourself a different one. You can see the tips over here, even branded Lofree on both USB-A, and the USB-C is also very compact with the gold plated, which it's here or there. I'm not a huge fan, or it's not really necessary. We have some protection over here on the cable as well. So really, really nice cable. So here's the mouse, and by the way, this is how the cable goes if you want to use it on wired option. I really like that option. This would be my preferred option if I'm using this mouse all the time. That way I'm not thinking about the battery dying or anything like this. Just plug it in my computer and use it. Not obstructive, not resistance. Excellent with the cable. Excellent design. Unusual, retro at the same time. Very convenient. The only issue I personally see is how compact this mouse is. If you're using this all the time, you might have some problems with ergonomics, with the way you're holding the mouse. So claw grips, you're gonna be fine. If you like to rest your palm on top of the mouse like myself, you might have issues because it's a little bit smaller, although pretty tall or high off the ground. You see the height of the mouse. The back and forward buttons are easily accessible. Straight off the thumb resting piece over here. I love that they added this. Very nice feature. On the other side, there's nothing, just some information about the mouse itself here. Touch, connect your mind with your every touch. Okay, great. And in the bottom, you see all the sleds, Teflon sleds, placed on the key parts of the mouse. Very nice, where the sensor is right here, and very minimalist on and off switch as well. And here is where the 2.4 wireless receiver is housed. Super compact, also branded Lofree, and this is with magnets as well. If you leave it right here, it gets magnetized and it's not going to fly anywhere. designed by Lofree. And the buttons, do you see how retro that is? This is literally how mice look in the 80s when they initially were introduced on the market. Separated between each other and not much to speak of, and the wheel in between here. Of course, these buttons are removable or replaceable. They're mechanical. You can just pull them off and replace them. I'm sure Lofree are probably going to supplying different colors and stuff like that, but the same concept of mechanical keyboard is applied here with the buttons, and just simply place them back in, no problem. And now if I turn it on, you'll see the little OLED screen here that you can switch different DPIs, and it's going to show if you're on a wireless mode or Bluetooth mode. Also, it's going to show you the battery status. So this is one of the most, or kind of the highest attraction of this mouse, having that easy peek display OLED that you can see exactly what your setting is. No RGB here, a little more professional. I really like that actually. So some of you that like RGB, this is definitely not the mouse for you, but around $60, I think the versatility of this mouse is amazing. Providing Bluetooth, wireless, wired, and all that stuff. Great design, great PBT, by the way. This PBT plastic that it's made of, it's not shiny, it's not sticky. This is very solid plastic, and that's going to last you for a long time. And if you're taking this one on the road, it's going to be perfect because it's compact. So yeah, that's it with the unboxing. Let's go straight into the conclusion. I'll tell you what I think about the Lofree Touch and if I recommend this mouse to you. All right, conclusion time. And what do I think about the Lofree Touch? I think for $60, this is a great all-around mouse. You probably heard me around the video commenting and talking about all the other features and everything else. But honestly, to summarize, the things that I really like is they managed to add all three connectivities on this specific mouse. We have wired, wireless, and Bluetooth. You're able to connect to 4 different devices simultaneously, and it's very, very solid made product. Honestly, I have so many mice and other peripherals, and that's the second product from Lofree. I gotta tell you, they're made very good. Not only to a point where I'm convinced that actually the manufacturing process here is better than other companies that are much more expensive and much well known, which I don't wanna name any names, but normally I don't review these products because they're very expensive, but I have experience with them. And big elephant in the room, is the LCD screen really needed? I mean, honestly, if you wanna take a quick peek and see what the battery level is, yes, very good. If you want to take a quick peek and see what the DPI level is, yeah, absolutely. Other than that, there's not much information over here that you can really use day to day. But for this specific purpose, I absolutely love it because I have so many mice. And when I change the DPI, I have to see, okay, what color matches the DPI in the instruction and all that stuff. Here, when I change it from the button on top, I can see immediately, okay, I'm at 1600 DPI right now. Okay, that's fine. Speaking of DPI, we have increments here starting 400, 800, 1600, 2400, 3200, and 4000. Yes, it's not the highest level DPI, but again, all around mouse for everybody. Now, can you really game on it? I'm a gamer. I like my gaming mice to match my hand, my level of play, style, all that stuff. I like cable being attached to my computer all the time, so I don't have to be afraid of the battery running out. Yes, you can do it, definitely on the road. Would this mouse replace my AJ390? Absolutely not. This is not offering what I'm looking for, and it's slightly smaller for my average size hands, but for a good travel gaming mouse, it can be very usable. And everybody else for Media Center, absolutely 100%, this is awesome for Media Center. Everyone, day-to-day user, just browsing, doing stuff like that, not for too long a day, absolutely. For office, yes, I believe you can use it for office, especially if you match it with one of those retro keyboards. You can definitely go out with a whole look of, this is a retro cubicle and I really like that 80s style. Replaceable mechanical buttons, and this is the sound. They're not too loud, but they sound just like the retro mice. Do I care about this? Yeah, maybe if they get broken in the future, I want to just maybe buy different colors. That's a good customization. The wheel is super nice and ergonomic, rubbery, and the whole mouse is done in very nice retro look, and I really like that actually. The sleds on the bottom are super gliding. You can use this on glass. That's a big plus. Some people have glass desks, and not all mice work on that. Some of them just don't play nicely with the glass. This one, you're not gonna have a problem. USB-C right on top for the connection of the wire. Very minimal and stylish branding on the side. even some resting spot over here for your thumb, which I really appreciate. Not only that, but there's a sled right underneath it. So if you're applying pressure on the desk, this is going to really help you glide the mice. Back and forward button, it's a must. And the rest of it is just a classic look. Obviously housing the wireless receiver on the bottom with the magnet is amazing. Stylish all around. I think one of the best designs, not only incorporates retro look, but also modern technology and features. So huge thank you to the Lofree design crew. I absolutely love their product so far. If we can talk about prices, maybe lower it down on some things. 60 for the mouse, yeah. 200 plus for the keyboard, definitely not. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Stay tuned to the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Check out the link in the description below if you want to support the channel directly. It helps me tremendously to bring you videos like this regularly. And as always, guys, you have a wonderful day.